Living life on the edge and you wanna impress me. Your heart's like a lock, I'm the key. Pressing buttons, I'm pushing the P to the limit. Fuck the ones that died me. In the ends, they all know who I am, but you won't understand cause you know me as free. So my niggas are drillers and killers. My nigga from Leicester fell in love with these. Wanna go to the west in the field all night. Calling me about love, girl, I'm alright. Even if I did love you, I still lie. Guess you never really know. What do you mean? To the west. Do you mean? To the west. What do you mean? To the west. Do you mean? To the west. What do you mean?
IO have officially made their move. A brand new POI has appeared on the lake's shoreline, the Collider. I wonder how many people literally collided into it to discover the name. A huge spire of energy pulses and pushes back anyone who gets too close. Last week, the Origin strapped a sensor pack to our backs and sent us looking for this orange energy. This is undoubtedly the same juices flowing in the Collider right now. Remember that loading screen a few weeks ago? We were right to look into that. Sloan was indeed holding a model of the Collider. According to the leakers, although they haven't been confirmed, the event will take place on Friday, June the 3rd. Just a little over 2 weeks away. Oh, just give me a sec. Random myth chasing moment. What happens if we yeet ourselves directly into the Collider? Oh, well, that happens. Here at the Collider, IO have set up some sort of dam. It completely stops the water running out of the lake, which means Sanctuary and Sleepy Sound, their water levels are in question. But what do IO want with the water? Does it power the Collider? Are they deliberately trying to keep clean water away from the Seven and their allies? All riverbeds to the right of the Collider now run completely dry. And last time we saw a Doomsday machine mess with water, it became a tsunami. Before we move on from the Collider, take a look here and you'll see a supply drop. I've tested this a couple of times and it was there both times, but I'm not sure if this is a 100% certain supply drop. If you test this and it works for you, could you let me know in the comments, please? I'm working on a structured storyline video for the season, but like usual, there's a few things more important than others. If you want a really quick way to get back up to date with the story, here's the top 3 things you should know. There is a divide between the members of the Seven and the Paradigm. It seems the Paradigm broke out of an impossible IO prison, which leads others to believe she is somehow aligned to IO, and other members speak of something she has done which is simply catastrophic, although we're waiting for evidence. Point 2. Jonesy is trying to use his former IO credentials to hack into secure files on the IO servers, all about the Seven, and for some reason the files on the Sisters are missing. The Imagined and the Order, he cannot find any info on those at all. This looks to be setting us up to be double-crossed by the Sisters, and the last time someone mentioned the Sisters, they also mentioned Geno.
I can get you to Geno.
And the Sisters.
I can get you all of them.
We'll talk about him another time. And now the most mind-blowing piece of information. Today we learned that the giant mech is coming back.
Long story short, the Seven is recommissioning the mech, and we don't know if Paradigm will pilot it.
The Seven want to rebuild it to try and take on IO head on. But here's another issue. Because of how disliked and mistreated the Paradigm is, she may not return ever. But every cloud has a silver lining. This could be our chance to become the Seven's pilot in a live event. Imagine that. A live event in only a few weeks. Let's follow the riverbed to Sleepy Sound, and you will find a familiar friend over by the lighthouse. It's Peely! The retired Seven agent is now the Resistance haulage driver. We've seen him crash an ice cream van, we've seen him crash a bus, and now Peely wants to drive this lorry cab, this semi-truck, whatever you call it. Go talk to him, and the caption reads, Peely looks over to the truck, beaming with confidence. If you reply with, you want to drive the... oh no. He'll strike a hero pose and mime honking the horn. If you choose to believe in him, he'll cry banana juice tears in happiness. And yet, we all know what he'll do next. He's gonna go straight down the road and into this pile-up just outside Coney, which has actually been updated this week. It's had another car added to it. 4 cars and a bus now sit here, waiting for a truck to be added to this anytime soon. And I think it's time we said what we think this is going to be. Imagine that bus was a body, the cars were legs and arms, and the truck cab would be a head. And what do you get? Oh yes, Truckosaurus is coming back. Chapter 1 OGs rejoice. The car monster from the trailer park could be coming back to Fortnite, and it's all thanks to a man-sized banana. Here's my guess. Petey lifts the slurp trailer out of the water with the crane and connects it to his truck. Everything's going fine. He then crashes, because that's what he does, into all those other vehicles. And thanks to that mythical slurp juice, Truckosaurus somehow lives. He then becomes another side story and slowly moves around the map each update. I may be getting a little ahead of myself, but I do hope that's what happens. Anyway, what did you call this guy back in the day? The Transformer, Optimus Prime maybe, or Truckosaurus? A few days after the last update, a sudden change occurred at the Impossible Rock. Another container was raised and the structure became frighteningly high. We thought it must be the end, but Epic was like, hold my slurp juice, and this week they added the almighty pink container. Just take a look at this thing, a rock precariously sitting with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 heavy containers upon it. This place cannot survive the season, and as everything is returning to something from Chapter 1, what if this monstrosity of brilliance here became the containers from Season 0? Remember those. Let's check back again, next update. It's time to look over our family, the Rock Lords of the Fortnite Island. They've been buried, they've broken free, they've embraced, they've tried to cross a road, and now check it out. They found a home, a new farmstead for the whole family. There's a few teething troubles, like the dog is stuck on the roof and their dad can't get him down right now, and the kid has run off to play. He may be climbing that tree, or someone may be getting a coconut to the dog. Sharon Stone is planting out the first crops for the new family and its new beginning. They're doing alright to say they've been buried in sand for years. GG's all round. Hey wait, did you see that? That statue moved. I saw it drop the cabbage. One of the most interesting updates this week sees IO's stronghold at the cabin slightly growing again, and the new bunker door sits firmly shut, completely unable to open. Thankfully, it isn't like Chapter 2's bunker. We can simply sneak inside using the oversized air vents nearby. And this is the room. Some kind of holotable for planning an attack maybe, or it could just be a budget reality Stargate. Is anyone old enough to know what a Stargate is? Nope, just me. I'm old. In the replay files, look around in this room and you'll see some interactable things, but right now they aren't in-game, so it looks like we have to wait another week to fully understand IO's war room. As it's week 9, my job is to run to the cactus field and count up all the cones left by the hooligans. A month ago, our theory was each update, more cones are added to represent the weeks. So let's do this. It's week 9 today, so there should be 9. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The theory is confirmed. The cones do indeed indicate the weeks in the season. Brilliant. I salute you, Fortnite dev, for these super tiny updates. Right, how did I do? I think I got everything. Oh, I should make sure we state that the blimp that was over Tilted fell into the lake over the weekend and not on usual Tuesday. The 7 are now fully in control of Tilted and their flag flies to show their dominance. All the Star Wars content has been yeeted, which means no more Star Destroyer in the sky, and all the outposts have gone. They've all gone back to serve the Empire, and no